Like my New York nigga say, yo.
What's happening? It's your favorite gangster August, bleu. Y'all already know, man. We back at it with another banger. You know what I mean? Good game podcast. You did. Hey, remember when them niggas? Hey, remember when motherfuckers used to say that shit back in the day? Nigga, when Joel Santana and Lil Wayne had niggas saying, "You did,
I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate that shit.
you did."
I used to hate that shit.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, man. But I want to just go, nigga, get straight to the topic, bro. One of the topics, cause I know we all have them as black people. There's a movie and a song that I don't even want to say you ain't got no business listening to or watching, but if you told your squad, your circle, hey man, this is one of my favorite movies, or this is one of my favorite songs, niggas would be like, what the fuck?
What's my movie that's like that?
Yeah.
I probably got a few.
And it can't be like nigga, don't say nothing that's like nigga, you know, oh yeah, black people didn't watch this movie before. No, nah, bro. Like I'm talking about what's your white movie, nigga, that you just like, nigga, you like, oh shit. Like nigga, I fuck with this movie. And if niggas found out that nigga that what you watched that? Like nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, one of mine is it's called Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake and I think her name Jennifer Coolidge from the '70s show.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
Cause like I don't know, like bro, like that shit. I don't really find that to just be like a super white movie. It just got white actors in it. Like
Man,
I tell motherfuckers the movie that I be telling motherfuckers, they be like, "Cuz," like when they go and they look it up, they be like, "Bro, like how, nigga? Like what the fuck, nigga?"
what movie is it?
It's a movie called Now and Then.
Who in it though? Like who's the actors?
You got Rosie O'Donnell. You got bro, what's the old girl that played on the movie Striptease? Sandra Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sandra Bullock. Um, and it's these two other white girls. I can't remember their names, but yeah, bro, like it's a movie about four white girls. It's these four white girls who like grew up with each other, and from being kids to like being adults, cause like just some shit that typical little young white motherfuckers go through. I don't know, but my cousin turned me on to that shit when I was a young motherfucker, and it just became one of my favorite movies because nigga, what's this goes this is what brings me to my next question. What's one of the weirdest crushes you ever had? Like growing up as a kid, like somebody on TV that if you told them like, damn, I had a crush on this bitch, but they would find that to be like weird, like damn, like you liked her,
I never really had any. I think I liked all the bitches that everybody else liked. Like
bro. Like
I like Topanga. You know what I mean? I like and everybody liked these people.
yeah, no, for sure. So you didn't have like that one crush that it was like damn, like nigga, you liked her, nigga, like what the fuck?
Not that I can. Let me see. Did I have a strange crush? Nah, and if I can't think of it right off the dome, if I did, it might not been that deep like that.
For me, it was one of them. It was Christina Ricci. I don't know why. Like Her little big head ass was just attracted to me back then.
Yeah, I ain't never really had no weird crushes. Like no.
So and Christina Ricci was in that movie, the Now and Then movie. So me having a crush on her, I most definitely was gonna watch the movie.
Right. Yeah. Nah, I never yeah, like I say, like one of my white movies is Friends with Benefits. And the reason why it was one of my white movies is because it's definitely I can't even remember if it was any black people in the I don't think it was not a black soul in the movie. Everybody was white. And it just was like white people problems, like white people relationship problems. But I think when it comes to romance is universal. So that's the only reason why I will say it's a white movie, but it's not. You know what I mean? Because romance is universal and it's just a story of two people in denial about how they feel about each other. And then they got to go through a chain of events to realize how much they really gave a fuck about each other, which is universal too. But you'll have a lot of black. I call it a white movie too because you have a lot of black people that won't watch it because they don't see Nia Long on the cover. They don't see Omar Epps on the cover, so they won't subscribe to shit like that. That's
Right.
why I call it a white movie. They see these two white faces, Justin Timberlake, one of America's favorite white boys, and then you got Jennifer Coolidge from that '70s show, one of America's favorite white girls. It ain't like it's a whole lot of black people watching that shit. Even when I've be chilling with women and shit, and I like be trying not to watch some shit that's like some old wild shit. I usually put on some set the mood type shit, which be like some romance shit, you know what I mean? But some cool shit, some swaggy shit at the same time, or some comedy type shit because bitches like to laugh. But
Right.
yeah, that movie, I don't think black people really took to it like that because of the faces that's on it, and we tend to
But can
pass
we
up.
say that this nigga Justin Timberlake, like Justin Timberlake, he still like I don't know, like identified with the black crowd
I
because
believe it was a spurt, a spurt. I feel like at one point in his career, he was having he was having a little bit of identification with the black crowd. But I'm gonna tell you where he fucked it up at Super Bowl when he pulled out Janet Jackson titty. He ain't been black ever since because niggas didn't like that shit.
I did it. I felt like shit, cuz nigga, that wasn't that nigga who did it. That bitch did that shit.
No, we know that, but
That bitch told that nigga, hey, nigga, when we do boom bam boom, hey nigga, go
pull
on
the
there,
titty out.
pull that part right there.
But when it happened, she wasn't the one getting crucified for it happening. America like was ready to cancel that nigga behind doing the shit. And
And I feel we as men shouldn't have let that shit happen.
oh no, well that's where you got to leave out that word we because I enjoyed every minute of that titty. But you know what I mean. But um, it's personal and it's the masses. You know what I mean. I haven't seen. I can't even think of a big record he had that was in the black community since then. Um, no big movies, no nothing. Not saying he ain't still doing his thing, but he went back to Old Faithful, the white fan base. So that him having a connection with the black audience, that shit was like for 5 minutes.
Who do you think out of these top three white boys, who do you think had more of a relationship with the black crowd? Um, Justin Timberlake, John B, Theo from the radio, and I gotta throw him in there, and he ain't even a white boy.
I think he was Asian.
Yeah, he was Asian. So we gonna just throw him in there though. Theo, John B, Justin Timberlake, and then there's one more that I want to. Robin Thicke. Who you? Oh, and I can even add Eminem in there. I can add Eminem in there. Who had the bigger, impact on just like us accepting them and like you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say Theo, and I'm gonna tell you why I say Theo. It's between Theo and John B, but I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like I told you with Justin Timberlake, that was fine. That shit was for 5 minutes. He didn't
Right,
he he didn't last. Like you don't hear about him in the black community no more. It was for 5 minutes.
right,
Um, but with Eminem, look at I don't like it, but look at the controversy every day with black journalists and bloggers and shit. People come out and they give their opinion saying like they don't feel like we relate to that nigga. You know
right,
what I mean? So when the critics, the voices say shit like that, me personally, I can say like, yeah, I used to listen to Eminem, but when it comes to the masses, I have to question now since so many people coming out saying it. Does he relate to us like that? Does he, or was we just entertained by the art form of which the way he was able to put words together? But do we relate to him? I'm not gonna say we don't, but in comparison to the other names you said, yeah, it's a landslide. He's not even close to them. Theo, we never wrote Theo off. Theo left radio. So it never was us disowning Theo like people in the black community be disowning Eminem. Theo just left radio, but I can say this. I think Theo had more longevity in my childhood and some of my teenage years opposed to Eminem dropping music. I don't fuck with Eminem. Eminem could drop tomorrow. I ain't listening to that shit.
What about John B?
John B is kind of like Theo. Like the black community didn't give up on John B. The nigga stopped putting out records. Shit.
Right,
So it's one thing for the community to say we ain't fucking with you, and it's another thing where you not exercising your art form no more for us to fuck with you. So
right,
the door was open for Theo and John B. They just walked out of it instead of walking in it. And and with Eminem and what was the other one? And Justin Timberlake, I don't think the door is open anymore.
uh, I
It,
mean,
it, it got a lot to do with too with the content of Eminem's music. Like I say, we can be a fan of the art, but like when it comes to relating to it, like I'm a shit. I can't speak for everybody else, but just me speaking for myself, I can't relate to this nigga's music. I can't.
right, I feel you on that. I most definitely feel you on that. Not being able to, relate to the music. But yeah, man, like wasn't it though? Like when Eminem dropped, was it not like entertaining to hear?
Yeah, because it's like I tell you all the time, bro. If you got ears, you can listen. If you got eyes, you can see. So I can listen to something. I can listen to something and be like, "Oh no, yeah, that ain't for me. I ain't fucking with that."
Yeah,
But in the same sentence, I can tell you like, but I could see why somebody else will fuck with it. You know what I mean?
because I remember going to buy those albums.
Oh, I
You know,
bought them too, nigga. You ain't by yourself. But that's when he had us captured. He had us captured then, and then I think after like the third album, the music started changing. It just got a little too white for me.
Did you like those songs? Because I didn't like when he started like bullshitting on the songs, like just making bullshit songs, like where he kind of was just being this funny troll type motherfucker, like he was trolling and shit. Like I didn't like that shit. I thought it was like, bro, like nigga, get back to rapping, bro.
Or could it be this? Could it be that nothing changed about Eminem, but everything changed about us? Eminem came out, niggas was still kind of young. What year Eminem came out? Like, what was it, 99 or some shit? 99, 98?
I want to say that was something like that around that time.
So Eminem come out 99, 98.
Let me see, because I want to be all the way correct. Let's see, Eminem. Let's see. Eminem's debut album was called Infinite. Yeah, Infinite. I want to say it was Infinite. It was released by Web Entertainment in '96.
That's like, yeah, that ain't it though. I mean, that exists, but the world didn't know about Eminem,
About him until
the
uh,
Marshall Mathers LP.
right. So I want to say Eminem's. Yeah, cause '96, and then you got Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP was released May 23rd, 2000. But as the Marshall Mathers LP, and then you had what the because you had one, didn't he have one before the Marshall Mathers, the Slim Shady? Um,
Was it?
when, when did the Slim Shady album come out?
You should have just typed in Eminem albums and they should have popped up in order.
Let me see. Albums in order. Infinite came out in '96. Yeah, the Slim Shady LP came out February 23rd, 1999. And then he followed up with the Marshall Mathers LP in 2000. Right. So I would say I
Slim
would
Shady LP is the one with cleaning out my closet, right?
the Marshall Mathers LP.
Okay.
Now the one that I like I'm gonna say that I was a fan of Eminem, Slim Shady LP, and the Marshall Mathers LP. He lost me in 2002 with the Eminem show, and then he really lost me with Encore in 2004. I wasn't really like checking for Eminem. Like the Eminem show, let me, damn, what was that track list like? The Eminem show track list.
My shit used to be I can't be your Superman. Can't be your Superman.
Yeah, that I fuck with. That I most definitely fuck with. The Eminem show track list.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Niggas was niggas was at an age.
Oh, cleaning out my closet was on the Eminem show.
Okay. Niggas was at an age then where we possibly grew out of Eminem. Maybe Eminem didn't change. Maybe the audience changed. Like we grew up. We grew out of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like we kind of got him as kids still, and we could have possibly just grew out of Eminem. Like what
Yeah,
what sounded good to me in '99 probably don't sound too good to me right now. And I'm not saying everything. Some shit is classics, but I was entertained by that shit then because I never heard no shit like that.
right,
But
right.
it didn't wear on me till like I was just gonna forever be like a super Eminem fan, listening to everything he dropped. Nah, but yeah. So maybe we grew out of him. I don't know. And he targeted because of who he did his beefs with and all that shit, and then the collaborations, Elton John and all that. Like, that caters to a pop audience.
Right, right, right.
It caters to a pop audience. Like when you
So now,
go
and I wanna take the viewer. Let's take the viewer down memory lane, bro. Just growing up, because I know a lot of the viewers that are viewing are of like that they are in our age bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, what some of the stores that niggas remember, like, that they used to go to, nigga, like your granny is send you somewhere, nigga, you had to go to the store with your mama, nigga, something like that. For me, I know, nigga, one of the first stores that come to mind is Lucky's.
pick and save.
Oh yeah, Pick and Save was crazy, nigga. Like, I remember being a kid and going to Pick and Save, and like, nigga, I thought like I literally like just struck gold.
That was a good question. Nostalgia as fuck.
Like, I'm talking about going there and, bro, like, I got my first pair of boxing gloves from Pick and Save. I got my first pair of boxing gloves from Pick and Save, nigga. And my cousin, that nigga, fucked them motherfuckers up, nigga. Had the cotton and shit coming out them motherfuckers. Them niggas took my gloves, nigga. Like, these are my gloves, cuz. These motherfuckers then took my gloves because they up there running friendly fades at the park and shit. So y'all just gonna fuck my shit up. Got the cotton and shit coming out that motherfucking cuz. Ain't replaced my shit, no nothing.
pick and save. Pick and save is what they turned into Big Lots. That's what Big Lots is now.
Yeah, that's what Big Lots shit is, most
But
definitely.
the store changed during that transition. Like Big Lots ain't like how Pick and Save was. But
Nigga, thrifties, cuz, before all this right age shit, nigga.
uh-huh.
Nigga going to thrift, nigga. I going to thrifties with my auntie or my granddad, nigga, to go get some ice cream on a late night, nigga.
I,
And what nobody ever at that motherfucker, cuz nobody was ever sitting at that motherfucker waiting to serve anybody, cuz you had to like
you
really
had to
like
wait.
around and flag a motherfucker down, like, hey, cuz I'm trying to get some ice cream.
Man, that ice cream would be so goddamn good. Now today you can go places and buy the thrifty ice cream, the brand. That shit don't taste like when you used to go in the thrifties.
Oh,
But
you
I'm
can buy the brand, the actual brand.
yeah, but that shit it don't taste the same. But I'm gonna tell you where you can go. I ain't been in a couple years. I don't know if they still there, but in Inglewood, off of I think it's off of Florence. It's off of Florence before you get to Market. Off of Florence before you get to Market. I don't know if they used to be a Thrifties or if they either Rite Aid or CVS now, but man, they got the old school the thing, the little freezer with the Thrifties in there, and that shit. A couple years ago, I ain't had it lately. That shit still tastes like OG Thrifties.
Yeah, cuz like, nigga, thrifties was the shit, man. Nigga, remember I remember when Saucony's, I ain't even gonna say like first came out, because Saucony's been around, like, nigga, before us.
Right.
But like, remember when, like, nigga, like Saucony's was a thing, cuz like, nigga, we was fucking Saucony's up, nigga. I know I had me a pair of Saucony's, nigga.
What
When
nigga?
I did,
Look,
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have that old Navy jacket, cuz that was shit. That shit was too expensive for me, cuz.
my nigga, I had the old Navy pullover. Nigga, I had the Gap pullover, nigga. I had all them shits, nigga.
Bro, I never got no Old Navy, nothing, no Gap, nothing like that. That was the expensive shit, cuz. Like, nigga, I wasn't getting nothing like that. I could have got that, but nigga, it would have been like, nigga, you gonna get just this, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
So,
my mama, he buy that shit, and then of course, nigga, my brother, he'd be having shit like that, nigga. I wear that nigga shit to school, nigga. Tommy Hilfiger, windbreakers and shit, all that shit, nigga.
nigga, I remember when, like this was middle school. This was middle school era, niggas was doing this. Boys, niggas was wearing slouch socks, niggas
Yes.
wearing slouch socks,
What, nigga? I used to look. Let me tell you, cuz look, I'm about
and
to.
then they put on like 3 or 4 pair, to make the slouch a little bit like bigger or some shit, That shit was crazy.
Well, I didn't do the three or four pair of socks. What I would do was I had my Sauconys, right, and I would lace my Sauconys to the second to last hole, right,
Yeah,
and I would do that, and I would double lace that second to last hole because when I tied them up in the front, I wanted the bow and the strings to be little. I didn't want floppy shit. This is how detailed I used to be, right? I'm still like that now. And I put 2 pair of the slouch socks on. I remember grad night. I had the gray Sauconys with the gray slouch socks, nigga, and I had the short pants, nigga, the beige Dickie short pants, and I had the plaid a plaid like gray and black plaid shirt or some shit, nigga. And I thought I was clean as a motherfucker, nigga. I thought I was clean as a motherfucker.
nigga thought he was one of them niggas.
What, nigga? Somebody actually sent the picture to me last year, sometime towards the end of last year, of a picture of me and like a few niggas that I went to junior high with. It's a picture. We all in the picture got Sauconys on. Like, all
Uh, the Conies, I had posted something not too long ago where I was talking about, man, nigga, you had to been there, nigga, for that, nigga, when Adidas had that, nigga, that good old back to school special, that 2 for $89.99, nigga, get you a pair of Adidas Samoas, nigga.
Mhm. And Puma had started doing that shit too.
Yeah, they was doing the two. Oh yeah, Puma was doing that, the 2 for $89.99.
What a nigga know, but see, niggas don't know about nigga going to the Slauson and getting some fresh K Swiss, nigga, or some brand new Nike Cortezes, nigga. Especially when they start coming with the other colors, nigga. I remember being in I want to say the third or fourth grade at Raymond Avenue, and my daddy came up to the school. That nigga came in the classroom and brought me some fresh like forest green Cortezes. And I changed right there in the class. Cause when we went to lunchtime, nigga, I thought I was that nigga. I was that nigga.
So now that you bring that up, my next question, man, what what's the most embarrassing? And we can make this gonna end up becoming a short. What's the most embarrassing thing your parent has ever done to you when you fucked up in school? The most embarrassing thing.
Mm, I can't even think of nothing because my mama didn't do shit like that. Yeah, like
Yeah, nigga, my mom's came up to the school, Mom came up to the school, she had on flip flops, she had on one highlighter yellow sock and one orange sock, nigga. Hair not done, cause you got niggas look, cause nigga, you gonna have to get off on a nigga that start talking about your mom like, cuz, who the fuck is that ugly ass? Like, cuz, like, now you gotta get off on this nigga. Cuz.
Yeah,
It's like, bro, like, I want to say that was one of the most embarrassing things. Like, moms ain't never like did nothing like too embarrassing, but she most definitely did one of those pull up looking crazy nigga type shits at the school.
yeah. No, mom's never. No, I never.
And then everybody already know who mama it is, cause the motherfucker that's always loud, talking shit, and never doing no work. Yeah, nigga, that's how you find out who mama it is. Niggas be like, damn, nigga, who mama is that? Yeah, that nigga who usually loud and shit. All of a sudden, that nigga over there got his head down, acting like he doing work. Oh, that's that nigga mama.
But she done already told your motherfucking ass I'm coming up to that school tomorrow. Now nigga being good all goddamn day after the teacher done been a bitch 3 times this week.
Like, yeah. Nigga, school was just like, man, I remember the school lunches we had back then, bro.
I remember them chalupas, them barbecue chicken
Chalupa,
sandwiches.
I couldn't stand that chalupa because nigga, that was too much cheese. Cause
That motherfucker
like nigga,
big.
that was way too much cheese. Cause like, it was like they nigga just had unlimited cheese and they just was trying to get rid of that shit. Yeah,
That hot sauce they used to have though, and you put that shit on there, cuz that shit was ridiculous, cuz. But nigga, I'ma tell you something, niggas used to squabble over them goddamn bean and cheese burritos, cuz nigga.
uh, I used to gladly like nigga. I used to be asking niggas like, hey, who want my bean and cheese burrito? Like nigga, cause I wouldn't go eat that shit, nigga. Like
What the fuck was you eating then?
nigga, I brought a sandwich to school, cuz.
So you didn't eat the school food, cuz?
I did, cuz just not that. When I knew, like, all right, cuz, like, we didn't. It wasn't no like no menu or nothing like that. Like, you just kind of had to memorize the days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we usually get this on this day. So when I knew it was bean and burrito, you know, bean and cheese burrito shit. Like, yeah, cuz, like, nigga, I'm taking me a sandwich to school, cuz I ain't eating that shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that shit, nah, nigga. See, now, I could do shit like, you know, nigga, the tater tots when they had the tater tots, cuz, you know, nigga, the pizza, you know, nigga, uh, that other burrito, not the bean and cheese burrito, cuz, but that other one, cuz, it was like some chili, some shit. It was chili something, like it was one of them kind of burritos.
Like a shit burrito with all the stuff all out the bottom.
All that shit, cuz.
Yeah.
Like I could fuck with that, cause like I just wasn't fucking with that chalupa and that fucking bean and like I wasn't fucking with that, cuz, and I wasn't drinking no goddamn milk. Fuck y'all giving us milk for with all this shit. Nigga,
Yeah.
give me a juice, cuz.
No, I used to be eating some of that shit, but I only ate the school lunch in elementary. Once I got to junior high, the schools changed by that time, and it was the like soda machine, student
Yeah,
store,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
even when you go to get a lunch, they had school lunches, but you had the option of buying a Pizza Hut pizza or some Subway, shit like that. Or you can get some chili cheese nachos from the cafeteria for $2. So the school lunch shit just only lasted through elementary. By the time I got to junior high, shit, I was going to school with some money buying like real food and shit.
Remember the pizza was from Pizza Loco, cuz the little small personal boxes,
It
nigga.
depends on what school you went to, cause
Oh
nigga,
yeah,
we
yeah,
had
mine
we had Pizza Hut.
was Pizza Loco.
Yeah, we had Pizza Hut, man. That little personal pan thing, $3.
Nigga, they wanted $5 for that pizza, nigga.
Jeez.
Like $5 for that pizza, nigga. And then like, cause niggas was getting bullied. Like Mount Vernon, cuz When I tell you, like, nigga, them little young BPS and 20 niggas up there, they was up there bullying niggas. Like, you had to have either been like a nigga that they knew was cool with, or a nigga you was gang banging too, and you squabbled nigga to where they just left you alone, or you was nigga, you was getting picked on, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You was a victim, cuz like them niggas was doing that.
Yeah, that's man, that shit crazy, man. That was some. I wish I can go back. Shit, as hard as it is being an adult. Shit, how in those times how I couldn't wait to grow up.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish I can go back now.
But cuz like it's like, man, for the people that have kids now, you know what I'm saying? Like I just was talking to, one of my partners earlier today, and he just was like, man, he has a son, and his son just got to high school, freshman, and he like, bro, because he always would speak on how difficult it was for him once he got to middle school, and he like, bro, like he in high school now, and he like, man, I be trying to, teach him about certain shit because nigga, we was once high school students, nigga, freshmen and all that shit. Because see, the mom, don't like that shit. Like how you saying, like the mom, she don't want him teaching his son like to about like nigga like like having jokes and shit like that. She
Yeah.
even talking about anybody because they don't have this or have that, and I'm like, yo, she looking too deep into the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking too deep into that shit, like because I feel man, and this is a touchy subject, but I feel you have kids who end up going home, bro, and they end up offing themselves is because nigga, a lot of shit start at home, cuz, and some may say I sound ignorant or whatever, but I feel it helps when your kids come from a family of just like I don't want to say tough love, but yeah, tough love, and just not to where they actually go out and become a bully, but yo, they have thick skin. They, they can crack a joke. They can take a joke. Nothing is coming from a malice place. It's just, shit. If motherfucker go talk about me because my feelers is, I'm wearing feelers in 2024, or
Yeah.
nigga, I'm my shit fucked up, whatever, whatever. Hey, I got jokes. As long as ain't nobody putting their hands on me or nothing like that. Hey, we can sit up here and crack jokes all day. You ain't gonna make me feel bad.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna have me going home crying and boo hooing, knowing my parents don't have money like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to wear what I'm wearing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because as kids, we don't stop to think that damn, this motherfucker probably how we get the how when school is out for us, we going back home. You know what I'm saying? He him or her might be going to a shelter. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Their parents might live in a shelter or something like, or they might live in a shelter with their parents, or what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, we don't know, but we don't stop to think about stuff like that because everything is all in fun. Ain't nothing coming from a malice place.
It's a flip side to it though that it all can be like, because I always say like you have to go through different criticisms coming up to prepare you for the real world because that's what life is about. You know what I mean? You might go work at a job, and if you're a female, I mean, you might go work at a job as an adult, and the girls that was working there before you, they eat lunch with each other every day, and they snickering and laughing behind your back. What you gonna do? Like feel sad and quit working and not get a check and not pay your bills? Like, so I
Right.
always said that shit is a part of life for children to go through that shit. That's why, even with my son, I don't really stop nothing from happening. I just be glad that he informed me that it's happening, and I always be like, "Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it?" Because he'll tell me some shit like, "Oh yeah, this boy, he balled my picture up or something. I drew a picture, and he like, oh, I told the teacher, and you know, they said they gonna handle it, and I'll be like, so what you gonna do if they don't handle it, and he do it again?"
Right.
He'd be like, "Oh, then I gotta beat him up then." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not saying I want him to grow up and handle all his situations like that, but
But no, he
his,
took.
his understanding is already not retreat. It's not a retreat understanding. It's a stand my ground, no matter how I have to stand my ground, but stand my ground.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, them kids who less fortunate, that's supposed to build strength out of them. They have to go through that because it creates a different kind of drive in a person. If somebody there to cater to that shit and not letting this part of the world go through that, then this is why God made us all different, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't feel I don't feel like certain kids should stop bullying other kids and all that because they're kids. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna die behind it. It gotta be some learning lessons.
But see, that's where I say, like, you got that kid that, when you say nobody's going to die behind it, who knows in 2024?
That's
We in
true.
a time now where that kid, like, really get to a point where, because they don't know how to handle it. So now they done went back to the crib, nigga, and grabbed Pop's rifle or some shit. And nigga, they done came back to the school, nigga, and got cracking.
Them kids don't look like us. You're talking about a particular type of kids that don't come from the communities we come from. Because I don't see no school shootings near no ghettos in America.
Hey, man.
It's a certain kind of people. You might not want to say it, but it's them certain kind of people. Them people that come from the Caucasus of Europe. They do that type of shit. Ain't no goddamn black kids shooting up no schools because little Tommy said he ain't like his pro wings. You know what it does in our communities? It just make the nigga with the beat up shoes have jokes, and then he might be your next Cat Williams.
Bro. That was literally like my whole point too. At the end of the day, that's what I was getting at was, yeah, nigga, like we go through shit where, nigga, you go through that, that's supposed to build something in you where, like how you say, you gonna have jokes, you gonna know how to be able to nigga survive. You're not gonna get to a point where you wanna go home and get your pop's gun and go back and shoot some shit up, or you want to go home and be like, you know what, I'm checking out, I'm out of here, I can't deal with it no more. Man, I watched a, a video. No, it was actually a movie. It was like a short film, and it was on. It was about school bullying, and like nigga, sometimes that bullying shit don't just be in the school. They got to deal with that shit, nigga, when they get on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm just like, man, I don't have no kids, but I know if I had a kid, I'm preparing them for all of that. I'm preparing them for all of that because one thing I'm teaching my son or my daughter is what we aren't over here are victims. We not victims. We're not about to be the victim of nobody's nothing.
Might have to be the suspect, but
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, we're not being the victims. That's what we're not gonna be. You're not gonna let nobody make you the victim of, their them bullying you on your way to school to where you don't even want to catch the bus to school.
I'm old school. I'm shit. I been told mine. Come tell me that motherfuckers fucking with you. Can you whoop him? My son tell me I don't think I can get him. I'm telling him go get a sock. He gonna come with that sock. I'm like, go outside and find you a nice side rock. You'll bringing that rock back in the house. I'm gonna put it in the sock. I'm gonna wind that bitch up, and I'm gonna tell him when you go to school tomorrow, if they try to get up on you again, go crazy, whoop they ass, beat the shit out of them. But we ain't taking no L's. Fuck
Yeah, and it's because you're gonna have in this. I feel like we live in a time now where people gonna view this, they gonna hear this, and I know this already. People are going to, a lot of people are going to disagree, even people who look like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like the times have changed to where, you got these parents now, and that's why, shit, man, kids are doing the shit that they doing now because you got too many parents that should be parents.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be parents.
Yeah,
And so, they don't agree with certain shit. Nigga, my homegirl, I'm outside playing catch with her son. He started crying because he can't catch the ball. Like, I'm talking about bro started crying. Like I started looking around because when I say crying, like I'm talking about he screaming when he was crying. That was a cry I had never seen before, especially out of a black kid. I'm like, I didn't know we did this.
yeah.
And so when she comes out, what's wrong? Why is she crying like that? I'm like, he just couldn't catch the ball. I'm like, he didn't fall, no nothing. Like he just can't catch the ball. And
Yeah,
she like, oh, it's okay. She over there holding him and patting him. It's okay. Just you got to be a little bit more patient. You're gonna catch the ball. I'm like, man, please.
yeah. No, I don't do that with my son. My son, when he get there, because them kids get frustrated and they do want to cry. And when he get to like he about to start doing all that shit, I know when he finna do it because he be balling up his fist and start turning red and shit, and then he be mad that he can't do some shit. So when I see he get to that point, and I this how I talk to my son. I be like, "What, you want to quit? You want to quit? Oh, you soft? You a soft nigga?" That nigga be like, "You a soft nigga?" I be like, "Oh, you soft?"
I
I get
said, you wanna quit?
I get to pushing him and shit, and that nigga do one of these. He be like, "Woo!" And I be like, "Is you gonna catch the ball or what? Is you a man or a bitch?" But then the passion though, that's when he'll get it done. He'll get it
Yeah.
done because I'm pushing him. That baby and shit you saying that she was doing, her kid'll never be LeBron James.
Bro, like I'm talking about like she went, grabbed him, and was like, like nigga really holding him, cuz. And she patting on his back, and he still like he crying, like still crying. She like, it's okay, like you just gotta keep trying. And I'm sitting there looking, blown, mind blown, cuz like nigga, like you know what I'm saying? I come up from a household where like nigga, my mom should tell any kind of little crying like, man, get your ass on. I don't want to hear all that shit. Even when I was in the hospital, kid, I'm laid up in. This was when I was in rehab, kid, or just yeah, I was in rehab, and nigga, this was when I first got shot. It's still fresh, so nigga, I had my days where I be in there, kid, and I get to crying and shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Nigga, moms be like, no, I don't want to be around that shit. Nigga. Like I call somebody, and they'll be like, "What's going on, man? How you feeling?" And nigga, I just get the boo hoo and cut like, I get the boo hoo again. Nigga, moms just say, "Shut that shit up." Mine would be like, let that shit up before I make you hang the phone up. Don't know. She said you gonna call somebody crying. Don't nobody want to hear all that shit. Hey, cuz, I'll tell you, cuz, when I was a gangster, cuz, like, nigga, like, man, I'm telling you, nigga, that's why, nigga, you know, a motherfucker ain't grow up on no soft ass shit. You know, nigga, you fall, you scrape your neck, get the fuck up.
Right.
Like, I see too many of these parents when their kids fall, like, nigga, they can't breathe for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. They stop breathing. Oh my God. Nigga, that motherfucker just fell, scraped this shit. Like, God damn, nigga, it's not the end of the world.
For the real.
What you know, I know that, nigga, everybody is different, man. Everybody is most definitely different. And you can't tell people how to raise their kids. But it's just like,
You could say yeah, you right. You can't tell them, but I'm gonna make sure I say some shit indirect that they can hear. Cause like when I see women doing that shit with their kids, baby and little boy, oh baby, it's all right. I do some shit like some, damn, that's crazy. I'll say some shit like, damn, this some bullshit, and then somebody be like, huh? I be like, nah, I'm talking about some other shit. Bitch, I'm talking about your dumbass baby. Like,
hey, cuz, shit is wild, cuz. Like, I don't know. I feel like, they, like, I feel people would look at us as parents like, oh, y'all the problem. No, motherfucker, I'm not the problem.
and we
Because
building.
you would never have to worry about my son shooting up your school. You would never have to worry about my son inappropriately touching on your daughter. You would never have to worry about my son robbing your bank. You would never have to worry about my son sitting on nobody corner begging for no change. Nigga, no nothing, nigga. I'm most definitely not the problem. You motherfuckers that live in this new time, always trying to keep them from reality, and then of course you got the mothers who these rat ass bitches who end up just having kids. I'll be feeling sorry for the kid because I'll be like, damn, they ain't got no chance. They ain't got no chance at life, nigga.
Shit, that's a lot
Some
of.
kids, even with like, nigga, it's a few niggas out there, man, that niggas is real gangbangers, and they end up having kids. It's like, that kids ain't got no chance at life, like, nigga, they already, like, nigga, kid come out the womb, nigga, like, nigga, just wherever they daddy from, nigga, that's just what it is.
But see that be a choice that be made by the parent, like because just because if a nigga sagging hard, that don't mean your kid gotta know, especially no small kid. They don't gotta know about that shit. Cause it's like I know niggas right now. I know more fathers that's gangbangers that's out here active gang members that keep that shit away from their kids. It
Hmm.
seems like these bitches that be gang banging be thinking that shit is cute to have a baby and have a son or their daughter throwing up their gang and shit. I don't see a lot of men doing that shit no more. I know when I was little, that was a thing. A lot of men thought that shit was cool to have a son banging their gang and shit. I don't see that with the fathers today.
Uh, I see it a lot, but I will say this though: it be out of town niggas though.
Oh yeah, that don't count though. That ain't. I mean, that ain't here.
It be out of town niggas where they be thinking like that shit is just smooth, you know what I'm saying? Like damn, like like damn, like you that much of a crip where like nigga your son, newborn son, like he ain't got no chance at just a regular life.
But I think the dynamics change too. Like now that you say like a out of town nigga. Let's say if a nigga out of town, they from an area where in that area the whole town is banging a certain gang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you talking about some of these places, cause it's places where they ain't got a fucking enemy for the next 40 to 60 miles, cause compared to the lifestyle we come from, we actually have enemies surrounding us. So when you have a child and your child's banging the gang and you from where we from, you basically sending your child into a war zone.
Right.
But what this is here ain't the same thing as somewhere else. You know what I mean? You got these motherfuckers going to day jobs. Ain't no enemies in some of these places. It just be a town full of motherfuckers banging one gang. You know
Right.
what I mean? So would it be a bad thing? Like, I mean, shit, it ain't no different from putting your kid in the Boy Scouts. Ain't no danger gonna never fucking come to you. You ain't near nobody.
I mean, nah, it's not. Like you ain't gotta worry about losing your motherfucking life.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I
good.
remember talking to certain homies like before it got popular for everybody to be having partners from the set out of town. I've been nigga since like kind of like shit during the MySpace days. Cause like nigga like I know this is how I knew niggas like Cardi. You know what I mean? This how I knew niggas like Cardi and several other niggas that
Mm-hmm.
was down south and back east before homies was even acknowledging that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like you got some of these places, nigga, some of these towns, nigga, where the whole town is from the set, and it's not a negative thing there. You know what I mean? Because if you have a conversation with Cardi, Cardi is very very sharp when it comes to black culture and for his people, and a lot of them niggas from where he from is like that. They conscious as a motherfucker.
Right, right,
So
right.
that's why I say you might go somewhere else, and this might have a whole nother meaning to it. We just used to the meaning that it have here, but you go somewhere else, it might not be such a bad thing to be this.
That's I mean and that's true. Hold on, let me plug this in. Nah, and that's true. But it's one of those things where, I feel like a lot of like when I talk to certain, my friends that I went to school with that I know chose a different path, right? And we be having these conversations just, because it creates, I don't know, it's just good conversation to have, and it be questions that motherfuckers really like, damn, like nigga, I wanted to ask you that, but I didn't want to sound this way or come off as this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, damn, when a motherfucker asks me like, damn, bro, like nigga, what made you, just nigga wanna do what you did? Then shit, I tell a motherfucker what it is, and then yeah, I asked them like, so what, because that motherfucker grew up in the same area. So now my question is, what kept you from wanting to do the same shit that I did? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go do this. When certain shit is just kind of in your face, outside every, nigga, like outside your door every day, in your face, in your house. But then a lot of these motherfuckers, that wasn't in their household. It was kind of just something that was outside outside they front door, where whenever they walked outside, it was something they had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily deal with in a bad way, but yeah, this is like I live over here. You know what I'm saying? versus the motherfucker that even when they go in the house, nigga, gang banging is in their house. Everything, nigga.
Nigga
So
got shot.
I still feel, shit. The motherfucker who it's like you actually want a chance to go and you want to go play basketball, you want to go play some kind of sport, you want to go be a doctor, you want to go be a lawyer, you want to go be, all this other shit. But yeah, as soon as you nigga, yeah, you start hanging out like that. Yeah, some motherfuckers lose interest in what they started out wanting to be.
Hmm.
They lose interest real fast. And then that's why I applaud homies who they see the potential in certain homies and they keep them from coming around or keep them from, nigga hanging out too late or whatever the case may be. Like I remember ditching school and going to the homie spot and him being older than me. A nigga a nigga back, man. You know what I'm saying? When back stayed out there in Palmdale. Nigga did school cause even though he still letting me ditch and go to his house, you know what I'm saying? He's still making me do my homework. I can't ditch school and go over there and think I'm just gonna sit there cause and smoke weed and do nothing.
Yeah,
Even though I'm ditching cut still making me do my homework, still gotta do your homework, nigga. You gotta be over here, nigga. You
yeah,
twist you up some weed and all that shit, nigga, but you still gotta get that shit done. Cause what he would tell me is, like nigga, it made sense. Like nigga, all right, nigga, you are like you fucking up. You don't want to have a correction for the fuck up already ready, like nigga on hand. Cause yeah, when you go back to school, nigga, what, nigga, it's just you didn't come, but you ain't got nothing to show for nothing when you come back. When
yeah,
you go back, like nigga, if you gonna go back, at least have the work already done.
yeah,
But I
man.
looked at I looked at that kind of homie as like, damn, cuz this is, like a homie that, nigga is gonna that give a fuck in his own way.
Right.
You could ditch school over here, nigga, but you still gotta do your own work.
Yeah. I mean, and ultimately, the choice belongs to these kids, man. Like I always say, like that. I feel like we not living in no new world. We ain't living in no new environment. Everything is recycled and been done before. So these kids are more knowledgeable about gang culture than we ever could have been.
Right,
You know what I mean? We got in it, and it was even old when we got in it. But with these kids, I mean, they make decisions now without influence. Fair to say, like they make decisions without influence. You know, a kid can be watching what I'm not gonna say without influence, but it don't have to be a direct influence like what their father is doing, or if the brother is a gang banging in the house, or if the neighbor is a gang banger. Nah, the motherfuckers can watch YouTube, nigga, and decide they want to go be a crip. The motherfuckers can go to school and think the nigga they sit next to in class, nigga, that's banging some gang in the local area is just a bad motherfucker and he want to be like him. It could be that. It ain't always a direct influence. So I feel like, nigga, whether a nigga gang banging in his house or not, that's the least of the worries of influence. It's when they go outside, the shit they get influenced by, or when they on that goddamn computer, because that's what kids do in today's time.
right.
They usually in the house on tablets, laptops, computers, and iPhones. I think they more than likely to fuck around want to be a crip because of a Blueface video than they daddy now.
Yeah,
Because kids don't. It ain't like these little boys is looking at their old ass daddy saying they want to be that kind of crip. They're looking at Blueface, nigga. They looking at shit like that. That's why when you go outside and you see young niggas, young crip niggas, what the fuck do they look like now? They don't look like they daddies. They
right.
look like fucking Blueface.
Yeah, niggas out
so
here. Yeah,
so is the influence still like, oh, my daddy from this? Like, man, nah, it's deeper than that now. We in a whole nother time where influence can come from anywhere. Nigga, YouTube is the biggest one.
yeah. You can go on YouTube. You can come on this platform, bro, and type in just about anything.
Yep. Set porno.
You can, yeah, exactly. But I remember, like, nigga, I'll never forget when, like, nigga, YouTube was showing shit like that before, like, they like, nigga, like, I'm talking about this was when YouTube first started
Yeah.
because this was the platform that I saw when this was when all that 9/11 shit was going down and shit like that. And nigga, I remember the first video, nigga, that went viral of the motherfuckers over there was chopping some motherfucker head off.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit was on YouTube, nigga.
I remember that shit. I remember that shit.
And I'm like, damn. And then yeah, YouTube came out with its guidelines and all this and all that kind of shit.
Yup, the biggest. It's a love and hate relationship. I hate this motherfucking YouTube shit, but I fucking love it. It's probably one of the best things that ever happened.
I think once people get into, and like nigga myself included, once I really because I've grasped the understanding and of what YouTube really is. It's literally like bro, like nigga, how they got HBO and all this shit. How niggas could look at 50 Cent and be like, damn, I wish I had my own, And it's like you already do. You have your own platform. Like you have some shit that you can. It's just it's you. What are you gonna shoot? What are you gonna film? What are you going to give the people? So if I have a camera and I can put together, if bro, if I had the right camera and with all the ideas I be having, and if I really just started writing shit down, I can drop. I know for a fact that I can create a 20-minute show, a 20-minute show, just like watching the Wayans brothers or some shit like that. Because if you take away the commercials, the show is really like 20 minutes. I can create like a 20-minute show. Hell, I can create a 10-minute show, and I drop that bitch every Friday, and people know that this show is gonna come on every Friday, no matter what, whether it gets views or not. They know that this show is gonna come on every Friday. Eventually, it's gonna start creating some kind of traffic. Just like us doing this shit. Eventually, nigga, motherfuckers know that they could come on this motherfucker every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday. They can expect something from us.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, motherfuckers is just gonna be like, yo, if I ain't got nothing else to watch, I'd rather be that motherfucker. I don't mind being that person that if you ain't got nothing else to watch, hey, come watch me.
On the set.
If you ain't got nothing else to watch, hey man, come watch me. Shit.
Yeah, you gonna laugh.
Hey, okay, sis. So Like I think, but like with YouTube though, YouTube is literally nigga HBO, a Stars, a Disney Plus, all that shit, and we have it, bro. Like I was telling the motherfucker not too long ago. I said, man, when before the Capitol shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, my energy, my vibe for music was at an all time high. I was just going crazy with this shit
Yeah.
because like nigga, like I just understand what they would say now is understand the assignment. I just understood the assignment, like I was going crazy. And so, like bro, like how can I put it? Like nigga, I would get on the internet because I didn't just get on the internet just to get on it. How most people would get on the internet, bro, just to be on the internet. Like
Yeah.
internet just to be on it because you have access to it. You looking up bullshit, you ain't looking up shit. Most people are not looking up shit on the internet, nigga, but bullshit. Me, I understood, like I really like started think like, okay, I understand what the internet is here for. This shit is our best friend, damn near. You can type in something because you don't have to know the name of the shit. You can just literally type in the shit that come across in your head. If you like, damn, I want to learn how to do such and such. You don't know the actual name. You just type in what the fuck it is that crossed your mind, and it's like the internet is that smart. It knows exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.